All right, baby. Welcome back to another N85 podcast. We are live from Recovery Monday, bro. It feels well. It's not Monday. It's Sunday. But when you guys are listening to this, it'll be Recovery Monday, bro. Cause god damn, did we go fucking crazy last night. Before we get into the episode, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We are on the way to 1,000 subscribers. I'm in my living room right now, bro. You guys don't usually see this kind of setting. It is because we're actually fixing the downstairs setup, you know what I'm saying? We want to make it look nice. We're coming out with some new heat, baby. Fucking Destiny's coming through with the clutch. Well, first I want to get into why I didn't upload those 3 weeks. I posted a fucking podcast last week with my boy Ali. It was fucking wild. If you haven't listened to that one, listen to that one. But I just real quick, I want to fucking mention that I didn't post the 3 weeks before that because I got my fucking tooth pulled, which that sucked. I'll get into that real quick. And then the other 2 weeks I was fucking sick, so it was just the shit show. I was getting fucking wrecked, bro. And then recently, bro. Well, I guess we'll start with the fucking episode with this, right? So recently, bro, I fucking had the worst back pain that has ever happened to me, dude. Like crippling back pain. So let me tell you guys what happened, right? So I was at work. I was just chilling, like doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? Fixing some wires, doing my electrician shit. Oh my god, yeah. And then out of nowhere, dude, I turned around. I got done with it. I put it on the wall, the thing that I was like mounting, whatever. Boom, put it on the wall. Turn around, bruh. And as soon as I turn around, bruh, I just fucking, let's see if I can recreate it here for the cameras real quick. I go to walk and then boom, bro, I just like kind of fall. And I'm like, what the hell? And then like I try to get up and I'm like fucking stuck, bruh. Stuck, step bro. And then I just like, what the fuck, bro? I'm literally like stuck. I can't like get up. I'm like halfway up and I'm like, bruh. And then, so then I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's happening? That's when like panic starts to ensue, bruh. You're like, all right, this is not supposed to fucking happen. What the hell? So then I kind of like take deep breaths. I'm like, okay, I got this, bruh. Let me compose myself. Let me think rationally, bro. Because I didn't want to fucking help. You know what I'm saying? And it was fucking funny and ironic, bro. I was already at a hospital, bro. I worked at a hospital that day, fixing some shit. And I'm like, bro, like, this sucks. So then, like, a couple minutes pass by and I'm able to, like, stand straight. But boy, like, I even standing straight, usually when you stand straight, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're good. Is like if you have back pains, right? And if you're like lean forward, that's when you feel it. No, bro. Standing straight was like the worst thing ever, bro. And then like bending over sucked too. Not as bad. It was like 80% as bad as standing straight. So I'm over here like, bruh, I can't let my fucking coworkers see that I'm over here fucking disabled, bro. Like fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to raise any alarms or nothing like that. So I just had to like gangster it out, bro, and just kind of like go the whole rest of the day just thugging it out, bro. And it took me a whole fucking week to recover from that, dude. That actually fucking sucked. Like I missed a whole week's worth of the gym. That sucked. I literally just got home and I was putting, I was treating my back. I was putting some fucking heat on it. Shout out to Destiny. She has a heat pad. She let me borrow that. And then I went the other way and I put some fucking ice on it. So that was that, bro. And here we are drinking water, bro. Whoever thinks of this, bro? Drinking water on a fucking podcast, dude. What? That shit is criminal, bro. I was supposed to do this last night. And then the time was running out, bro. So I was like, all right, let me not rush this. Let me just kind of like, I could do this on Sunday. And you know what? I have probably some lit ass shit to talk about, which I do, bro. And I guess we'll go ahead and get into that. Now, you know what? We'll talk about the tooth real quick. It's a real quick thing, so we'll get into that. So recently I had a tooth pulled. I will not show it on camera because it's fucking ugly. But if you see it, you see it. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no fucking cavity ass shit. I just had to get it pulled because they're bringing all my teeth forward, like, and I need more space in my fucking mouth because, yeah, fucking genetics is not there, right? So I don't know if you guys have gotten teeth pulled. It's not actually like the same as wisdom teeth because I've had my wisdom teeth pulled out too, and that's not fucking great. But it was actual surgery. You know, they go into your gums and they cut that motherfucker out. The good thing about that one, so if you ever had your wisdom teeth taken out, it's actually not that bad, bro. And let me explain this. This is actually some crazy ass shit, bro. Don't let anybody like try to tell you that it's really bad. It's actually not that bad, bro. And let me tell you why. And this is the reason. You get knocked the fuck out, bro. That anesthesia, bro, is otherworldly. So this is how I went in for my wisdom teeth. This is my wisdom teeth, by the way. This is not what happened recently. So they put an IV on you, and that IV I guess holds like the fucking shit that's gonna put you to sleep, whatever and shit like that, whatever. Boom, and then you're just chilling there for a bit, and then they put you on the actual table, the surgery table, I guess, or whatever, when they're about to do whatever they're gonna do to you. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was the doctor was like, "Yo," well, he didn't say yo, bro. He didn't say yo. He said, "All right, sir, are you ready to go?" And I was like, I just give him the thumbs up, bro. I shit you not. I'm not even exaggerating. 2 seconds, probably 2 seconds, it took for me to fucking boom. I was out. That's the last thing I remember. I only remember like 2 seconds after that, him grabbing some shit, and then bro, I was out. It was like somebody turned off the fucking TV and then turned it back on like 2 seconds later. Like you kind of like teleport. That's the crazy thing about. I feel like it's the same thing like as blacking out. Whenever you black out and you don't remember the shit that happened like the night before, it's kind of like you time travel. You just kind of like remember the last thing that you remember, and then boom, you wake up and you're like, oh shit, it's fucking morning. What happened last night? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how this was, bro. So I fucking boom, and then all of a sudden I'm on a chair like this, like all dumb and shit. I'm like, what the hell? All confused and shit. And then like I go home after that, and it's just weird. It just boom. So then that wasn't bad. Like I said, you just get that shit taken out. You don't feel no pain, bro. So if anybody ever tries to scare you into like, oh, your wisdom teeth is gonna hurt, it doesn't hurt at all. There's no pain. You don't feel nothing. You don't see nothing. But what I had done recently, it was a tooth extraction. So they fucking yanked that. So what happened was like they obviously numb your fucking the little area, right, with some cream, which that cream is crazy. That shit like it felt like it was burning my mouth. It was crazy. And then you don't feel nothing. I'm like, okay, cool. So that was like the pre-numbing to the actual gangster ass numbing, which is the shot. They give you 2 shots with a syringe into the gum around where you're gonna get your shit, taken out, right? And then this is the fucking wild part. So after it's numb, like completely numb, you don't feel a thing, bro. It's crazy. I don't even know how like some shit like this exists, but it does, right? They get some fucking pliers, bro. Some plier, like some fucking dude. I don't know what I was expecting, right? I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this, obviously, right? But it happened, dude. It felt like some fucking 1800s ass shit where they just grab your shit and they just start yanking, bro. They bring in the fucking most muscular ass fucking dental assistant from the back. This dude comes up, yo, you fucking ready, bro? Like, and it starts yanking my shit, bro. Like, literally, it's crazy. You feel like your whole like bone in your fucking face like starts shifting. Like it's crazy. I felt it on my other teeth, on like the other side of my mouth. I don't know. That's enough tooth talk, but it was a crazy experience. Again, that one I didn't feel a damn thing, but the pressure is like the craziest fucking experience, bro. Enough of all that tooth talk. Let's talk about last night, bro. I really want to get into this. This is crazy. I'm actually kind of glad that I held off on doing this last night, because now I have some lit ass shit to talk about. And you guys have some lit ass shit to see. Oh, if you guys haven't followed the podcast Instagram, make sure to go follow that right now at N85 Podcast on Instagram. We're going to be reviving the Instagram. I haven't been active on it. It's because the thing is, I haven't had, like I said, a camera person to help me out through this. Like if I'm doing all this shit by myself, bro, it's kind of a lot of things to do, a lot of things to manage. I had to do the TikTok too and all that. But now I have somebody. Shout out Jenny. She's helping me out with that shit. So you're going to see a lot more content on that. And I'm going to edit some cool ass videos. So go at noon. I always drop them at noon, around lunchtime. Go check it out, all right? So last night we celebrated my boy Jonger's birthday, bro. His 23rd birthday. Actually, it was a 3-way birthday, now that I think about it. It was Jonger's. Shout out to his brother Joy and my boy Donnie, bro. All 3 of them are back-to-back birthdays, which is fucking crazy. They're all like a week apart. And we were like, all right, let's go to fucking Tongue and Groove. So we went like the other way, right? We didn't go Moondog style. We could have easily gone Moondog style, but if you really... So the way I explained it yesterday, right? Shout out to the local people around here. Moondogs is more of like the getting around with the homies, vibing out, just chilling, drinking at the bar. But when you go to Tongue and Groove, bro, TNG, if you haven't gone, you should go, bro. It's more of like a party, like turn up, fucking pop some bottles, like... just going crazy. The thing about that though is it gets expensive, bro. All in all, and I have the numbers right here. All in all, we spent in a single credit card $1,200, bro, and that's not including all the money we spent on like drinks for cash. Like we spent some cash. We threw some cash for some more bottles and shit. So I think like in total, it might have been like close to like 1,500, probably more. I don't know the exact numbers. Johnny probably knows that number, and I told them before we went out, I was like, bro, we're gonna end up spending like a fucking crazy amount of money, and this is gonna go crazy. But the thing is, I've made a power move. I told everybody, I was like, I'm bringing cash. I'm not bringing like my card or nothing like that. I'm not putting my card on file either, because everybody's gonna start ordering shit, and it's gonna end up being on my fucking card. I was like, no. So I brought cash, and I gave that to whoever was paying at the end of the night and shit. And yeah, so the way we wanted to do this, right? We're like, all right, we're gonna fucking send it. We're gonna buy a section. And what did we end up doing? We bought 2 sections, dude. We ended up buying 2 sections, bro. The thing is, right, whenever you're turning up, when you're sober, right? Okay, so let me take it back, right? We're going in. And if you don't know this, most places, whenever you go to like clubs and shit, right? They have like a VIP line to get in, right? So if you already know that you're going to buy a section, go to that VIP line, because chances are like you could buy the section outside and then let your whole crew in like for free. You know what I'm saying? So not like everybody doesn't have to pay individual like entrance fee to get in. Does that make sense? And not only that, you can also negotiate the price. Like a lot of the times you can actually negotiate, because the people out there, like, that's their job, to get people to get in and buy the sections. So usually they'll give it to you for a price. So we did end up doing that. We negotiate our way in, like, oh, can we get this? Like, they want to give us like a certain thing, like, oh, you guys have a lot of people, you guys can get 2 sections for da 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 da. And we're like, that's a little overpriced. We're like, can we just get 1 big section? And then they ended up getting us 1 big section for like 400 less, you know what I'm saying? That's a significant amount, you know what I'm saying? And then once we got inside, right? So we ordered the fucking bottles, bro. They brought out the sign. It was fucking crazy. Shout out my boy Johnny, bro. And then halfway through the night, well, okay, so that's what I was gonna get at, right? When you're drunk, you start to make decisions that normally you wouldn't make when you're sober, right? So when we were outside and we were sober, we were like, this is a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it worth it? Once you're inside, all that shit goes out the window, because we ended up like saying like, yo, let me get this section right next to us, bruh. And that's exactly what we fucking did. They removed the fucking like the divider of the sections, and then we combined like 2 sections to make 1 giant ass section, bro. And it was crazy, bro. We had like people, like, so it has like it's kind of like elevated, right? Because you're VIP, whatever. And then like the I don't want to say dance floor, but I guess it's a dance floor, right? Where everybody's like around and shit, like doing their thing, fucking dancing and shit. And then you bring fucking people up. You see some badass shawty right there. You're like, yo, pull up. VIP, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you just feel so fucking otherworldly, bro. Just so godly. Like, is insane, bro. But yeah, we went absolutely bananas, bro. Like, no regrets, honestly. Like, that's the main thing to take from this. Like, we did spend a lot of money, and we got fucked up, son. We got really fucked up. I probably won't include a lot of the footage that I got from people fucking falling, throwing up and shit. That shit is pretty funny, but I feel like a lot of people, like, especially if they don't give me their consent, that they're okay with like putting that kind of like, you know, shit out there for the world to see, then I don't put it out. But like my boys, like Johnny, Austin, me, like I'll put that shit out there for sure and shit. And yeah, like I just said, like at the end of the night, bro, there were so many people throwing up just on the floor. Some people crying. There's always criers. We always have fucking criers. That's to be expected, but that's okay. Bro, let me tell you this wild ass shit that happened last week though, actually. So, and I was gonna say this in the last pod, but the vibes were not like there to throw in this story. Like, it didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? That's part of like the podcasting world. You gotta pick your moment where you can say like, when you could bring up a story. You're not gonna just bring up a story for kind of no reason. You know what I'm saying? It has to flow. But anyways, it's a solo pod, so I can fucking do that. You know what I'm saying? We're catching up. We're getting lit. So as y'all know, I got this. Everybody tries to make fun of me for this and shit. And a couple podcasts ago, I explained that I met this guy at a bar, and this man got banked, bro. This man got banked. I think he is a millionaire. I don't know. It's crazy. That's my boy, bro. We call him VIP. That's his name. Like, we call him VIP. That's his shit. Because he gets in everywhere VIP. And whenever somebody treats you good, you know what I'm saying? And by treating me good, I mean buying me fucking endless drinks and like paying for all of it. It's crazy as shit. And also, I don't take advantage of that, by the way. Like, I feel like a lot of people are easy to take advantage of someone that, like, you know, if someone is very affluent, you know, very wealthy, and they offer to pay for a lot of shit, a lot of people end up taking that and running with it. You know what I'm saying? They take advantage of that. They always expect it. I never expect it. And I also give back. I also buy him drinks, you know what I'm saying? Even though he definitely doesn't need me to buy some shit for him. But I still do it out of respect, out of like, yo, I like, you know what I'm saying? You take care of me, I take care of you and shit, you know? And so since I gained a new respect for this man, I like, you know what I'm saying? I got his back. Like, that's my boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't just like a, you know, because you buy me drinks, I'm cool with you. No, he's actually really fucking cool. That's my boy, right? So we were out at Moondogs this time, right? And we were all lit as fuck. It was like, you know, middle of the night ass shit. And I was over here talking to, you know, some of my boys, and he was by the bar. And then I look over, and this man's like signaling me like kind of like concerned almost. Like, you know, usually if he wants us to take a drink, he'd be like, ah, come on, bro. Like, you know, smile on his face. Like, yo, I bought a round of shots, whatever, boom. But this time, this man looked a little more concerned. He was like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, huh, weird. So I like go over there. I stopped talking to whoever the fuck I was talking about, and I maneuver my way to the bar. And then I get there, and he's like, yo, motherfuckers wants some fucking beef. He takes off his fucking watch, bro, and hands it to me. He's like, I'm about to fuck this kid up right here. It's like a kid that's like fucking 3 feet away from him, drunk as fuck, white t-shirt on, like looking all sloppy and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And then his fucking ugly ass girlfriend holding him back and shit. It's just some wild ass shit. I'm like, what the fuck did I just step into? I'm over here holding his watch. He's like, I'm about to fuck him up. I'm about to sleep him, is what he said. And I was like, hell no. I get his watch. I gave it to my boy Johnny. I was like, I'm about to sleep his ass. I grabbed my boy VIP and I put him in the corner, like where the bar is. Because, like, this bar is kind of like L-shaped. Like, well, not really L-shaped. It's kind of like, I don't know. Anyways, it's a little corner. And I get in front of him. I was like, I got you, bro. You don't have to do nothing. I got you, bro. And then I get in front of him and I like stare down the fucking guy. And so like I said, bro, de-escalate, because drunk people, you cannot reason with them. You can't even make out why they're doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, all fucking laws of physics, all laws in general just do not apply to these people, bro. So yeah, I get in front of my boy VIP. I'm staring this fucking guy down. And like, so we're really cool with like the management at Moondogs, bro. Hence why we have VIP cards. All of us do. And while I put him in the corner, he actually turns around and he's talking to the fucking like general manager there, saying like, yo, if you don't kick this kid out, he's getting fucking slept right now. And these guys work quick, bro. Shout out to Moondogs. I love Moondogs. I love you, bro. Within 3 seconds, bro, all he had to do was signal the security, point out the guy. Dude, the security fucking dashed over there. They got this fucking kid and they started taking him out. And then, like, I think his girl was saying some shit, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what are we gonna do to her? You know what I'm saying? And they kick her out too. And then that's that. Like, they just kick him out and shit. And I turn around, I'm like, all right, you good? Like, we're good, bro. Like, I got you. Don't worry, dude. Like, I got you. Also, I mean, I guess the reason why I stepped in for him was because, like, I mean, he is an older man, but that man's like mid-30s. You know, I'm 23. The other kid was probably my age, you know what I'm saying? It would look weird if an older man was beefing with the younger kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. For me, it looked weird. I was like, he's more like me, so I'll take care of it. I'll handle your fucking light work. If it was an older man like him, it was like matchup. It's matchups as shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was fucking thinking in my head. I was like, all right, this matchup matches me, so let me step in. I got you, bro. And it's also a sign of respect. I don't care a fuck, bro. If I had to fuck that dude up, bro, I was gonna do it. Honestly, it was like a fucking sport to me. I don't give a fuck. And so yeah, after I got done, like, I telling him like, yo, everything's good, we're good. Like, he like showed me ultimate respect. He's like, yo, I respect you, dude. I never had people like, you know, do that for me. I guess like I told him like, I'll handle this shit. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, like, I would have de-escalated it more than likely. I wouldn't have like actually fucking gone to a brawl, because like I said, we love this place. We don't want to get kicked out of this place. But honestly, the GM would have understood, like, you know what I'm saying? He knows that we're not like that, so if we had to fuck a kid up, like, it was for a reason. And yeah, he gave me his ultimate praise, and he obviously he bought me more shots and shit, and he's like, yo, you're a real one, bro. And all to say, moral of the story is like, back up your people, you know what I'm saying? Be respectful to people. Don't take advantage of people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I guess, you know, ultimately what I was trying to get at is that, you know, he's very fucking wealthy. He always buys us shit, but like, we never take advantage of him. And like, I'll back him up like he was one of my regular homies. Like, he was one of my, like, you know, like Austin or Johnny, you know. I wouldn't let him fucking fend to himself You know what I'm saying? He's one of us now. He's like, and he's not one of us now because he buys the shit. He's one of us now because he's really fucking cool too. You know what I'm saying? We fuck with him, and he treats us like family, bro. Like the other day, like, and it's crazy how like soon this happened too. You know what I'm saying? It happened within a couple like months. Like it's like 2 months. You know, after fucking like actually getting to know him and meeting him and shit. You know, like the other night we were out and shit, and he like just comes up to me and Destiny together, bro. This is so funny. Um, He'll let you know that he fucks with you. He got both of us, me on this side and then Destiny on this side, and he brought us together. He just like laid his head on us, and he was like, "I fuck with y'all. I love you guys." And we're like, "Oh man, we love you too." It's just so fucking cool, bro. I love that, man. And then the next time, okay, so this happened last week. This was like, okay, so last week I think was like the start of like, you know how when winter hits, I feel like everything kind of dies down. I feel like everything. I mean, it's cold. Who wants to be outside? Turn the fuck up. You know. I feel like your vibes just kind of naturally go into hibernation. But boy, once that sun comes out, once you start to feel that 70-degree plus weather, something in your body just kind of whoop. All right, it's time to come out of my fucking cave and start to turn up. And that is what happened, bro. So then that was the start of last week. Last week it was the mid 70s. Everybody's feeling fucking good. Everybody wanted to pop the fuck out. And luckily enough, my boy Chewy, shout out my boy Chewy, he had a house party, so he went to this. And if you don't know by now, you probably should know. I'm like the organizer of the group, bro. I don't know what these motherfuckers would do without me, honestly. Like, I don't know what they would do without me. I get shit done. I get shit together. I make sure everything is organized. I tell people where to go, what time to be there, and you know what I'm saying? I keep everybody good. So, and this happened, the same thing happened last night. You know, I tell people to meet up a certain place, like, I say like an hour before we are supposed to head in to wherever the fuck we're gonna go. Like last night, what happened was there's a parking garage next to TNG where we all meet up, and we spent like, you know, a nice 30 minutes there, like, you know, talking and shit, like everybody building the chemistry and drinking, but pregame, always pregame, and that's what happened at this party too. We were outside this man's house and shit. The party was already going. We hear the music. Everybody's in there turning up. But we're out there building our own little chemistry. Because the way that I explained it, and I've always said, like, you know, this is nothing new that I've explained on the podcast. But it is important to, you know, reiterate this. So the way I explained it to them, because we also had some new people with us too, you know what I'm saying? The friend group is growing, head ass. The way I explained this was that you don't want to go into there just fucking raw dogging shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to go in there all fucking lit already. The people that you're with are going to be the people that you turn up with, you know what I'm saying? That you're going to be with the whole night turning up with, you know what I'm saying? More than likely, you're not going to turn up with the randoms that are there because, you know, even if at a house party, you won't really know the majority of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what happened. We didn't know the majority of these people. Like, they were more like his family, his cousins, and then like his cousin's friends and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And so what I had said to the new people that were there, because they were like, why the fuck are we out here? Like, why do we go to the party? I was like, no. Worst case scenario, you go in there, like, sober, you know what I'm saying? Say we didn't do this pregame. We go in there, and people are going to look at us and shit, and we're going to be there like, like, hey, what's up? And then we're just all going to be in the corner, just chilling. Everybody's going to be on their phone, like, you know what I'm saying? You're not lit. Your vibes aren't up yet, you know what I'm saying? And so I told them, I was like, once we get lit here, once we start building our, you know, like a little like energy, our chemistry going, worst case scenario, once we walk in there, we'll just turn up by our fucking selves in a little corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to, you should be in a point of litness that you don't have to rely on nobody else to get you lit. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be the fucking life of the party, get everybody else lit. But shout out to them, bro. They were actually lit. Like, everybody else was actually lit too. So we walk in there, we do our fucking thing. Like, this genuinely felt like OG N85 shit, bro. Like, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? We used to go out every single weekend, and our friend group was so, like, close. And not that it's not close, but it was closer. And, you know, especially with, like, you know, with my old co-host and shit. Shit got weird. Whatever, boom. But at the prime of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything just felt right. Nothing felt wrong. Like, you're turning up. It's like, you know, in the movies when they start, you know, this is the scenario that I put out. It's like when, like, I don't know if you guys have seen, like, you know, party scenes in movies. Like, there's a one guy that, like, time is moving slow, and everybody, like, he just looks around, and everybody's around him, like, in slow motion, turning up, smiles on their faces and shit, and he's just, like, taking a second to, like, digest or, like, actually absorb, like, damn, this is, like, the good life. Everything is good right now. Like that's what I felt like at that moment. I'm like, damn, this like I looked around, I see all smiles on all the people that I love, bro. Like everybody's turning up, everybody's getting lit. It feels like no problems in the world. Like, bro, that's what I live for, bro. That's the point of having a good friend group and keeping everybody good. I'm always big on that. Like even the story I just told with VIP, like loving your people, bro. Respect, all that plays a big factor, and keeping a fucking friend group close and knitted. All right, let me reel some shit back because I actually didn't get to talk about this while I was talking about it earlier. So the whole thing with my fucking back pain. I think the whole overlying topic in general is that like your body goes through fucking crazy changes. I've noticed as an adult. You know what I'm saying? I'm 23 now, bro. I'm an adult, bro. All right? You know what I'm saying? I'm still a younger, but I'm an adult, And I've been noticing a bunch of like crazy ass changes. And one thing that I've noticed is like, even my fucking diet, bro. Eating certain foods like weighs heavier on me. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy ass shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was talking to somebody earlier. I was like, bro, I feel like it's very it's very easy to, kind of like let that kind of shit go over your head. You know what I'm saying? Like ignore the changes that are happening to your fucking body as you grow older. Not even as you grow older, I guess. It's just changes in general. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just leave it at that. Changes in general. It's very easy to let that shit go over your head and just ignore them, right? And just go along with your everyday fucking like, I guess, routines and shit, or everything that you eat and all that. And like I was saying, I explained to somebody that if you start to ignore the changes, whether they be mental, you know what I'm saying, because you could have mental changes. Like you know what I'm saying, I've said I made this joke in all the earlier podcasts that I've been going soft and shit. You know what I'm saying? My mental is going soft, and that's one of the changes that I've noticed for me. I kind of started to go along with it. Like I've embraced it. I feel like a lot of things go wrong when you don't embrace shit. And one good example is that I used to watch this YouTuber, and he was popping, in his prime. Like it was like 2014, 2015. That was his prime, and he was popping. He's pushing out this good content. He was on top of the world and shit. And then like after a year, you could kind of see that like, I don't know if you guys ever seen like somebody that used to be kind of funny, like, and I say used to be, like, when they were younger or something like that, they were funny as shit. Like everything, whenever somebody's funny, it's like natural. You can't like force funny. You know what I'm saying? You can't force funny. You're either funny or you're not. Like there's no in between. And this guy was funny. Like like when you first at his prime, he was funny. But then after like a year or something like that, whether like his mind was changing, he became maybe more mature, or like even his type of humor was changing in his own brain. But he didn't accept that fact. You know what I'm saying? He still tried to be that 2014, 2015 kind of person, and try to like recreate what he was. But it wasn't like him. So by that, you can the viewer can see, like I saw that shit happening. Like I was like, oh, these jokes don't hit. Like, so it's kind of cringe, actually. It's kind of like painful to watch that shit. You're like, oh damn, like you can definitely tell that this shit is not like organic. Is that the fucking word? It's not natural. Like he's forcing that shit. So all that to say, if you just listen to like your body, you know what I'm saying? If you just take a second and just like take everything in, be like, okay, like what do I find amusing now? What do I like? You know what I'm saying? Like this, like podcasting and shit. I never liked it. Like reading, writing, and all that shit, I never liked it back then. I don't know if I said it on the pod, but I read my first book, like front to back. I actually read Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you haven't fucking read that book, go ahead and give that shit a like read. It's one of the best shits pieces of content or whatever that I've ever ingested. It's really knowledgeable. It really helped you in the future and shit. But high school me, bro, I would have been mind blown. I would have been like, there's no way. I've never read a fucking book ever in my life. I promise you. Not even for a fucking, not even for like school or anything like that. I went to college, bro. I went to college and I fucking read, I wrote essays on books that I was supposed to have read, but I actually just read the summary. Like you can look up books online and they'll give you I guess like a detailed summary. It's probably like 10 pages out of a fucking 90-page book. And then I wrote my essay on that shit. That's how I would get through life. And the same thing in high school. I did the same thing in high school. Or I copied off of other people and just like rewrote their shit. But And it's because I couldn't, like, I don't know what it's fucking called. I don't know if it's fucking some ADHD shit, but I would read books, bro, and then like it was like the fucking words just went in my brain and went straight back out. It did a fucking U-turn. I would read and I would know that I'm reading. I would look at the words and I would say them out loud or in my head. But it's like I didn't. Like I insta forgot, bro. So I literally could not read to save my fucking life. So hence why I had never ever read a full fucking book in my life until now. Now I guess my brain is more like I said, I don't know if it's a maturity thing or anything like that, but it processes words and all that better. Like, and honestly, I think it's if you want to, like if you like shit, your body's gonna do it. So I like now ingesting information. I like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I do this pod, because I like picking at people's brain and seeing other people's opinions and shit like that. People feeding me different kinds of information and shit. So that's why I gave it a shot. I was like, you know what? Let me read a fucking book, bro. And if worst case scenario, I can't read it and I won't get through it. Like it's not gonna damage my life, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I gave it a shot, bro. I finished it in like 3 days. Front to back, full fucking cover, 3 days. And I was so fucking proud of myself. I was like, damn, bro, like why couldn't I do this in fucking high school? And so like back to high school, bro. I language arts, fucking all that history shit. I hated all that because it was a whole lot of reading, a whole lot of memorizing shit. But I succeeded. I excelled in math and science because math and science had like solutions. It was like puzzles. It's like I have a formula and I can get to a certain thing because like I have this formula. It works for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit. For language arts and history and all that, but it's just a whole lot of memorizing bullshit that I didn't want to. Like that's the underlying thing. Like you don't want to do that shit, so your brain's gonna be like, fuck that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So all that to say, I listen to my body. Now I'm listening to my body and like I'm adapting with it. And if you don't fucking adapt, bro, you're gonna end up going crazy, bro. You're gonna end up like shooting yourself in the foot, honestly. You know, I think if you hold on to a person that you were back then, it's ultimately crippling you. And I feel like a lot of people also probably can't like handle that. You can't handle that. Maybe you're not a funny guy anymore. Maybe you can't handle that you're not an extrovert anymore. Maybe you're now an introvert. Maybe now you're a homebody and you're like, oh, like I don't like socializing with people. And it could be the opposite. Maybe now you like socializing with people and you're like, oh fuck, I can actually get out the fucking house now. I think a lot of that, like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Listen to your fucking body and it'll lead you a long way. Now, with the fucking food shit, bro, I've been debating. So, I don't know if I said this. I probably have said it on the pod. I do not eat anything green, bro. No veggies. Veggies are zero. No go, bro. I'm straight. I'm on a fucking carnival? No, bro. Not carnival. Carnivore diet, bro. Every single meal that I have is damn near rice, beans, and fucking some kind of meat. But no veggies, bro. And recently, I've been feeling fucking bloated, bro. I've been feeling like the bottom of my stomach feels like heavy and shit. I fucking saw a TikTok. See, I hate saying this, bro. I hate saying, oh, I saw on TikTok. You know, that shit sounds like so like some like I feel like there's a lot of misinformation on fucking TikTok for sure, bro. Like there's gonna be a fucking study a couple years from now saying like, oh, a lot of people got a lot of information from TikTok, but it turns out 80% of the shit on TikTok is just fucking false shit that people made up and it made it look fucking, you know, real and believable. But I did see on TikTok that you're not actually supposed to be bloated. You're not actually like, that's not a normal thing, like to feel bloated. It's actually not a good thing. Like that means something is wrong with your diet. So that's been like weighing heavy on my fucking conscience. I'm like, damn, should I start eating veggies? Oh, like, should I go against my fucking like, not my morale, but my taste buds, like my brain. My brain literally, bro. I remember I saw this fucking this show. I don't know if it was people that had like weird tendencies or some shit. I don't know. But all in all, this shoddy, there was this girl on there. It was like her fucking episode. Like she couldn't. It was the same thing. She couldn't eat veggies and shit. So they tried to make her eat like, I don't know if it was like some kind of like spinach or some shit that she didn't like. Whatever. And bro, she was like heaving, bro. She was in the hood. Like she just couldn't get it down, bro. And I was like, no way, bro. It's that fucking deep. But like, I genuinely feel like that, bro. Bro, it's so bad that it's not as bad no more. But back then, when I was younger, like in my fucking like little teen years, 12, 13 and shit. If I took a fucking bite into like my McChicken, I always ordered my McChicken, no lettuce, only mayo. But sometimes these fucking McDonald's workers, bruh, whether it be like a lettuce stuck on their glove or something, they're sometimes it's like a little fucking a smidge of fucking lettuce on there, and I would take a bite into my burger or my sandwich and shit, and I shit you not, I could pinpoint the little lettuce and I could fucking pull that bitch out. It was a fucking like it was a talent, bro. It was a fucking one of those weird talents. And I was always mind blown. People like, no way, bro. I had like my friends trying to like, I guess like set me up. They would like try to sneak in shit to see if I can fucking actually like pick it out, and it'll always work. 100% hit rate. I always be like, nah, y'all got me fucked up. Look at this onion right here that y'all try to sneak in. Y'all not playing with me with this. Same thing, and it would go with same thing with sauces, bro. Like ketchup, I do not like ketchup. Even to this day, I fucking hate ketchup, bro. And if anything has a little bit of ketchup, it was over with. Same thing with the fucking Chick-fil-A sandwiches, bro. They always come with pickles, which is a fucking weird thing that have as a default kind of, I guess, topping or whatever, like shit that in it. I could. This one's easier because pickle juice is fucking crazier. But if like it had pickles in it and somebody just picked it out and then handed me, like I could be like, all right, bro, this shit has pickle juice. I'm not fucking eating it. But now, like, you know what I'm saying? If it has, like, little shit in it. Bro, you know what's so funny? I have that mentality now, right? Because I know veggies are good for you, bro. I'm not dumb. Like, I probably should be eating it, which is, I guess, what I'm getting at. But this is my fucking mentality. Like, I know they're good. So, whenever I eat, like, a sopa maruchan, right? You know, they come with veggies in it. Usually, I'd open it. Before I make it, I'd fucking dump out all this shit. And people would just look at me like, bro, you're fucking wildin'. But if you dump it all out, you won't get everything out of it. You know what I'm saying? There's some little carrots or peas stuck at the bottom or whatever. Boom. So I make the soup or the noodles or whatever. And then as I'm like going to eat it, once it's already done, I notice like there's probably like a little carrot in there. From like in my head, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna eat this, and this is gonna be good for me. I'm gonna eat my veggies, like my yearly veggies. So I eat the noodles, and then so I eat the fucking carrot in it, and then the rest of the day, bro. I shit you not. This is how fucking wild this is. The rest of the day, I feel like Popeye, bro. I feel fucking good. I'm like, dude, I just got some veggies in it, bro. I'm gonna be healthy as fuck. I promise you, bro. I promise you. This sounds fucking dumb, bro, but this is real. This is how my fucking brain works. I feel fucking like good. I feel healthy. I'm like, yeah, I'm at the top of peak health right now. So now I'm in a position where I'm like, okay. I was actually, you know what's crazy? I was talking to Destiny the other day. I was like, well, no, she was leaving, right? She was going to Kroger. She was going to the store. She was gonna go pick up some snacks, and she'd asked me. She was like, oh, do you want anything, like any snacks or anything like that? And I was like, nah, bro, I don't. I mean, she knows I don't eat snacks. I'm pretty clean when it comes to my diet. So this is one thing I explained earlier too. My diet is like really good and really bad. There's no in between. So really good in that I eat a lot of good proteins and shit. I don't eat no chips. I don't drink soda. No soda. Absolutely no soda. You will hardly ever catch me drinking soda unless it's with some alcohol, which is what I'm about to get into. So really good and then really bad because the amount of fucking alcohol that we ingest, the amount of tequila drinks, fucking all the sugar in the drinks that we drink, that's all really fucking bad. But all the Red Bull that we drink on the fucking weekends. So I think my fucking diet ends up meeting somewhere in the middle and evening it out, But back to the story at hand, right? So she was going to the store. She asked me, do I want anything? I said, no. She was like, okay. She was like, it's really, she told me it's really mind blowing how you can keep it together, that you can just say like no to chips. Like, she's like, bruh, like if somebody offers me chips, I'm not fucking denying that. I'm like, hell yeah, give me some chips, bro. Like I'm down to eat chips. Like it's really good. Like, you know what I'm saying? They make you feel good, obviously. And I was like, that is true, right? Like it's crazy. Like I don't know. I guess I'm just fucking built different. I'm just very disciplined. But then and then once she left, I kind of started to think on it. I was like, why can't I say no? Why is it so easy for me to be like, nah, I'm just not gonna eat these fucking Doritos? And then I came to the conclusion. I was like, oh, I think, you know what? I think I get more, cause okay, so like I was just explaining, like whenever you eat chips, junk food, Skittles, fucking sugary ass shit, it gives you some kind of fucking serotonin, endorphin boost in your brain. Like, oh yes, we feel great right now. This is comfort food. For me, the fact that I'm like, I turn down shit and I know in my head that I'm turning down like bad shit, it's like a fucking like it's almost like a game to me. Like you know what I'm saying? I turn it down, and after that I feel like a like task complete, accomplished. Like yes, you did a good fucking thing, and then like it gives me that serotonin boost that no, like I'm built different, bro. I can turn shit down. The average human does not turn this down, but I can do it. I can constantly say like, yo, I don't drink no soda. I don't drink no like none of this garbage ass shit. I don't. Oh my god, I don't eat candy. I don't do none of that shit. So I think that's like that's the mental gain that I get from it. Well, people, the serotonin boost that you would get from eating all this junk food, I get in just being fucking built different, bro. And I guess it's the same thing. Fuck food. I mean, I guess it's the same thing with like everyday life and shit. I can easily get home and play my fucking video games and shit. But I choose to go to the gym instead. I go spend another 2 hours at the gym. And shout out to my boy Donnie, bro. He goes with me, and that man. I mean, bro, he's probably gonna be the next guest next week. So shout out to him. He has a lot of shit going on in his life, but he still takes time straight after work, bro. My ultimate respect. Shout out my boy Donnie. He comes straight after work to go to the gym. Doesn't go home, doesn't fucking eat. I have to go home. I have to eat or I will fucking pass out. He goes straight to the gym, bro, and spends his 2 hours in there with me, grinding him the fuck out, bro. And we don't go light. And that's what I do, right? So I go to the gym. I don't spend my time, playing my video games. And if you do, like, that's completely cool, bro. This is solely me and my life experiences that I'm explaining to you guys, and like, picking my brain, how I think. I made that decision that I was like, nah, but you know what? I'd rather spend my time going to the fucking gym than playing my video games. And it's not like that's not a flex saying like you should do this. Nah, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I actually that like everything is a boost in your brain. Everything that you do throughout your fucking day is to boost something in your brain to make you feel good. You want to feel happy, so you find all these tasks and shit to do throughout your day to make you happy. Obviously, you gotta fucking go to work, and that's nobody wants to do that shit. Unless you love your job, which actually I kind of love my job right now. But I went as far as to actually like sell my gaming system. Like I sold it completely. I was like, I don't need this. I don't need this shit in my life no more. Like I'd rather just not even have it. Fuck it, bro. Take it away. You know what's crazy? This is a fucking weird, maybe even random fucking thought. I always think back to the fucking ancient days, bro. Our ancestors. Well, my ancestors, the fucking Aztecs. What did they used to do for fucking fun? You know what I'm saying? Like I think even like, think about like a fucking animal in captivity, right? Like, and I hear that sometimes they die of fucking boredom. Like, were our ancestors that had no technology, no fucking TikTok, no, you can't text your homies, you can't do all this. Like, what did they do? It was just straight survival. So there's something change in their brain where they're like always on survival mode, that nothing is like I'm trying to, who the fuck is calling me? My mother. Hold on, we will take a break right now. My mother is calling me. Okay, bye. All right, and that was my mother. I don't even know what the fuck I was saying anymore. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I was going to say, like, does happiness even exist in that kind of, like, in that state? When you're in pure survival mode, does happiness exist? What is, like, this is some fucking high-ass shit. I hope somebody's high as fuck right now listening to this. Like, what do you get happiness from? So like, are they happy just because they are surviving? I guess like if they get some fucking nice ass deer, some buff ass buffalo to eat, you know what I'm saying? They get the good meat piece on that motherfucker. That would probably make them happy, right? I guess different shit makes different people happy. Something like that, right? And I think now I'm like, damn, bro, would somebody from now, the 21st century, if you put them back in time, would they find some sort of happiness, like, or would they just be fucking miserable? Because those people would probably find, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in their time finds some kind of happiness. But if you put them, and then vice versa, if you fucking bring them now, could they find some sort of way to be happy? Take them to a fucking McDonald's, bro. Take a fucking Aztec to McDonald's, give some fucking chicken nuggets, see how happy they get. And even like I said, fucking the animals, bro, the captive animals. What's crazy, bro? That comes with my soft ass fucking mind. Like I said, bro, I'm becoming soft. I took a trip to the zoo and I thought it was the coolest fucking thing ever. Oh, this is another thing, right? So I used to have a roommate, right? And she was like, damn, bro, I'm fucking tired of work. I'm tired of like just life. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like just being so fucking negative. Being like, oh, dude, I have to fucking get up for work because I have to pay my bills. I have to survive. You know what I'm saying? So she over here all fucking miserable and shit, and I'm over here like, yeah, keep that shit to yourself, bro. I don't like that negative shit. Which I will get to after this. Actually, that's a good topic to talk about after this. She looked at Carlos, bro. Shout out my boy Carlos. That's my dog, Crypto Carlos. She was like, I would love to have been like, an animal, like just been a dog, a house dog. They have no responsibilities. They just chill at home and they can sleep. They eat for free. They just like live and shit like that. And you know me, bro. I like to fucking dissect everything. Clearly, as you guys have fucking listened to the whole podcast, I dissect every single thing anybody ever fucking tells me. I was like, huh. Would I trade all like my suffering, I guess, you know what I'm saying? All my responsibilities, right? I have to go to work because I have bills to pay. I have to make some money because I have to buy food. Like all this shit is that things that I have to do as a grown adult, you know what I'm saying? I don't have nobody to take care of me. It's if I don't do these things, I will fucking fail. I will fucking starve. I will not have money to have fun, you know what I'm saying? Have internet, have my phone running. So it's things that I have to do. And would I trade all that to have no responsibilities? And I put it like this. If you sacrifice all that shit, all the shit that you have to do, you won't have like fun. You know what I'm saying? You won't have fun. So as a dog, like the common household dog, they don't do nothing but eat, sleep, and shit all day. And they're fun, like I said, for captive animals, but these fucking dogs aren't captive. You only get to go outside maybe an hour or two if you're fucking lucky a day to have their fun. They go outside and you play fucking ball with them or you take them out for a walk. That's when their brain is going. That's when they're like, oh, this is fucking fun. Like I'm having a great time. It goes back to that thing, like having fun, right? But for us as humans, we constantly have, I guess, fun. We constantly have that serotonin boost in our fucking head because, bro, we have this. We have our phone. We have our phone with us at all times. You can stop in the middle of a red light, and then what do? You fucking go. You unlock your phone. You start scrolling through fucking Instagram, through TikTok and shit. These quick 30 seconds amount of serotonin boost in your fucking head. And that's something that these animals don't usually have, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you have a one dog household. Like, what the fuck is he doing? That's why we got another dog, because we're like, all right, well, he seems to be just chilling. If we have another dog, they'll probably play with each other and they'll have more fun, you know what I'm saying? We love to treat our dogs good, you know what I'm saying? So we thought about getting another dog. But like back to the thing, I was saying, like, I personally wouldn't trade like everything that I do now to be like a dog, you know what I'm saying? This is all fucking theoretical shit, but it's a good thing to fucking think about, right? Because like I said, I have to go to work to provide all my fucking basic shit to survive, but also in doing so, hopefully if you manage your fucking money right, you should have some money left over that you can spend and have freedom. You're buying your freedom, bro. We're buying our trips. You can buy your fucking trip to go to fucking Cancun in the summer, you know what I'm saying? And you have fun. You make all these memories. You meet all these cool ass people and shit. So I think all the suffering and all the like things that you have to do that you don't want to do, obviously. You have to get up at 5:30 to fucking go to work. All that shit is worth it, because at the end of the day, you still have fun. You still have things that make you happy. I guess it's not even about fun. It's just shit that makes you fucking happy. Like all the good experiences, I would not trade them for anything. Even all the sad shit. Us as humans, bro, we go through fucking sad shit. We get mad. We get through all angry shit, heartbreaks, all that. But I still wouldn't trade none of that to be a fucking a dog that's inside the crib all day. And I always think like, damn, what the fuck if they weren't like domesticated and inside houses and shit, would they survive out in the wild? Like, are we doing dogs and animals a favor by keeping them inside the house and shit? I don't know. Shit that I fucking that's high ass shit that I think about while I'm fucking sober on a Sunday. And I think that like for that girl, right? I genuinely think that if for some fucking, theoretically, if you were to take her consciousnness and her soul or whatever and swap it with a fucking dog, I think that after a while, like probably like after a week, right, she'll have her good time, right, that she gets to be lazy and just go to sleep all fucking day and shit, do nothing just eat and just exist. She'll probably like that shit for the first week, maybe even two, you know what I'm saying? She probably still has that conscious in her head of like, oh yes, now I get to relax and shit. But after those 2 weeks are done, That's when the boredom ensues. That's when you're like, oh well, because you're used to this. You're used to the fun, the quick fun and shit, the quick levels of enjoyment. That should start to get miserable and shit. Like fuck, I wish. All right, now all the fucking getting up early for work and shit. Now all that shit's worth it. Like put me fucking back and shit. I don't know. Fucking type it in the comments, bro. Would you rather be a fucking dog or would you be a human, bro? And that's just one fucking example, bro. Like now imagine being a fucking like a lion or like being put in another like a crazier situation than a dog. I think the dog would probably be one of the best ones that if you were to fucking somehow switch your mind or consciousness with something, I would definitely a dog would be up there, bro. Imagine you're a fucking like bird, dude. They have to like actually survive, bro. You could get fucking eaten by a fucking hawk. Bro, just a quick fucking side note. I don't know if I've said this on the podcast. I probably have, bro. But we used to have fucking chickens, right? This made me think of that shit. We used to have chickens. This is crazy. Even putting myself like in the consciousness of a little fucking chick. We went to the flea market, right? And there they had like a cage full of like to the brim with just little ass chicks, bro. Like fucking huddle in there. Just some out of pocket ass shit that probably shouldn't have been happening, but whatever. And then I was like, damn, bro, it'd be kind of cool to have a chicken. I could have a chicken. This is at my dad's house, by the way, bro. And I had to lie. Well, I'll get to that in a bit, right? I was like, it'd be cool to have some chickens, bro. Well, a chicken, right? I wanted a chicken. But then I was like, all right, you got to have a homie. Because ain't no way I'm going to just have one chicken chilling there. I could have, a little friend. So I ended up buying 2 chickens. And then I brought them home to my dad. And I was like, all right, on the way home, I was like, ain't no way my dad's going to let me keep these fucking chickens. Because we didn't have a backyard. My dad's house doesn't have an actual backyard. I mean, it does have a backyard, but it's like kind of like foresty and like uninhabitable, bro. It's not lit. But he does have like a kind of like a sunroom outside shit. I don't know. But my goal was to let them like live there, let them roam there, do their fucking chicken shit there, right? So when I got home, I was like, oh dad, I was at the fucking carnival and shit, and I won. They gave me as a prize 2 free chickens. Which fucking thinking about it now, I'm like, bro, like that's some goofy ass shit. Imagine going home and like, or no, not imagine going home. Imagine being somewhere and they give you live animals as a prize, bro. Like, what are you supposed to do with them? You know, I was like, I get a goldfish, but a fucking chicken, like, yeah. Couldn't think about it now. That was a stupid ass excuse, but it fucking worked. He was like, what the hell? He's like, so you won these? I was like, yeah, I won these. And they're actually not expensive, bro. You could buy some fucking chickens for like, I think they're like $1 a pop, bro. I'm not even fucking joking. I thought like, I'm like, chickens are animals. Like, they're probably gonna go for like 10 a pop. Like, nah, I think they were $1, dead ass. And after like fucking a couple minutes of like discussing and shit, I was like, oh, I plan to keep them, you know what I'm saying? I think it'd be cool. Like, I was explaining. I'm a fucking lawyer, bro. When it comes to shit like that, I'm a fucking lawyer, dude. I pull out the receipts. I pull out the facts. I pull out all the pros. Try to, like, sneak a little bit of cons in there just to make it, like, you know what I'm saying? Seem believable that I know that I'm being reasonable with my decisions or whatever. And so at the end of the day, he's like, all right, cool. But you have to fucking clean up after it, whatever. And little did I know, I did not think that these fucking chickens were, like, going to be messy or anything like that, bro. Chickens shit every other like 5 seconds, bro. I'm not even kidding, bro. This shit walks around and it's a walking like fucking leaking paint can, bro. And yeah, it was awesome, bro. I trained them to be cool. I had them on my fucking like on me, and like they were really cool, right? After I think like a week, one of them died. It was kind of like the runt. It was like so one of them was growing faster than the other one, and it wasn't taking as food because we like fed them like, separately to make sure that they were both eating and shit. But one ended up dying out of nowhere and shit, and we had like a heat lamp. Trust me, I had these chickens fucking well kept, bro. Trust me, I knew what I was doing. I did my research, okay? But yeah, unfortunately one of them died, natural causes. Probably like it was like a runt. It just probably wasn't meant to fucking survive, whatever. But the other one thrived. The other one, bro, these chickens get big fucking fast, bro. If you never had chickens, bro, these motherfuckers grow. Like, the growth is, like, exponential. It's like, it starts out very slow, and then it got massive, bro. It was like a big fucking like it was probably like the size of like a small like soccer ball, one of those small soccer balls. That's how big the chicken got pretty quick. Like after like I think I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks, it got that size. And boy, so there was this one day, right? We walked our fucking chickens, right? You know what I'm saying? We would take it out like it was a dog, bro. I shit you not. We would take this chicken out like it was a dog out in my front yard and like walk it, like let it roam, do its like normal animal tendencies or whatever, right? And then I was like, okay, cool. Like I usually just took a chair out there, just vibed out, just chilled. And then I went inside for something. I forgot for what, but I went upstairs. Uh, and then I came back out, and it was gone. And I was like, huh, where's my chicken at? I thought it like wandered off and shit, like went to my neighbor's fucking lawn. I don't know what. So I started looking around, and then I went to the side of my fucking house, bro. And there it is, bro. My chicken. I just see a body, and I'm like, what the hell? I pick up the body. It's fucking headless, bro. My chicken's head is gone. I was like, no way, bro. My fucking, like, my whole stomach and heart sank, bro. I was like, yo, what the fuck am I looking at right now? And then, bro, and I look up. I shit you not. This is like straight out of a movie. I have my fucking chicken's body right here, headless. And I look up, and my neighbor's house, on top of my neighbor's house, a fucking gigantic ass hawk, bro, just there. I was like, no, bro, that fucking hawk took my chicken's head off, bro. I was like, no, bro. So then I fucking go inside and I tell my shawty the bad news, man. And she was already in a bad fucking mood. I was like, bro, not to make your fucking day worse, bro, but I have some badass news to tell you. And she was like, what, bro? She was on the toilet, I remember. I was like, I told her, I was like, bro, a fucking hawk came in. Oh, and we named it, bro. It was fucking Henry. That was our chicken's name, Henry. I was like, a fucking hawk came and took the fucking head off our chicken, bro. Bruh, my shawty bust into fucking tears, bro. Like somebody killed her fucking mother, dude. She's like, no fucking way. What the fuck? Are you sure? I was like, bro, I have a fucking body out there with no head on it, dude. Our chicken is dead. Bruh, it was a shit ass day, to fucking say the least. And we ended up burying it in the backyard, bro. Rest in peace, Henry, bro. You'll never be forgotten. There's a whole fucking lot of animal talk on this podcast, bro. I love these solo podcasts. I just go wherever, whenever, like wherever I want to fucking go. And if you guys enjoy that shit, hey, fuck it, bro. Fuck it. I think we'll end off the podcast there. I don't know how long I've been going, but, it's a solo podcast. You get what you get, you know what I'm saying? I'll have fun, though. I think these are really good, though. I genuinely enjoy these. I think I will put out more of these more often, I've gotten over my fear of doing these by myself. Like, you get over the fear of, like, having the camera in front of you, you know what I'm saying? And talking to nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever. If you guys enjoyed the episode, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're on the way to 1,000 subscribers, like I've said. Apple Podcast, Spotify, 5 stars, TikTok, Instagram, @N85Podcast. And we're out. Boom.